Alright, what is up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and we have an update from Planet Coaster 2 from Frontier addressing a new update, free update 1 coming in December, so next month. And they went over all the things that this update is going to bring, and let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack here because this is going to be a pretty amazing update. For those of you that have had a lot of feedback and complaints about the game, and they're addressing a lot of stuff here. So they've been very transparent with us with a lot of things. So this is huge coming from the Frontier themselves. But let's go through this update and see everything that is coming to the game. AO Park managers, we've been thrilled with some of the creations we've seen already. Take a look at the video below, and much like you were just getting started, last week we mentioned future updates, and today we wanted to share some highlights of what's coming in our next free update, arriving in December. They don't have a date yet, but it is going to be arriving next month. Here is what the team are working on for the next free update in December. Additions and enhancements, UI enhancements. This is the huge thing, just seeing this off the bat. I know a lot of people are not happy with the UI, especially PC players. Edge scrolling for PC players. Browser tabs will remain on screen whilst in Tools menu. Thank goodness. Color picker adjustments. This is huge for me. Exiting the color picker will apply the settings as well as clicking confirm. The input will no longer require the number when adding manual colors. Correct the mouse failing to move the cursor whilst outside the gradient square. Improve areas where scenery should remember the last custom color picked. Oh, thank goodness. This is one of my biggest gripes when it comes to like building and having to recolor everything when I click something new, or if I say undo something and it resets the colors. Like, oh, thank goodness that this is coming. This is something that I was hoping they would get in, and they are getting in. Browser no longer closing when placing blueprints. Browser tool tips will show when remain in placement mode. Improved UI responsiveness. So they're improving stuff for PC players a lot, and we're also getting the color stuff fixed as well. Control adjustments. The return to browser option will work inside the track editor for PC players only. Angle snap and other sliders that have an off option will have functionality for easy toggling. Love to see that, because it sometimes is hard to toggle, or it takes a minute to toggle the angle snap on and off. It would be nice if we could just have a button that we could push or something, or toggle it on and off really quickly. Embedding the create custom ride UI in the object browser rather than having its own bespoke UI. So coasters, and then this is going to be where our separate unload and loading stations are coming in. It says we're applicable, so I'm very interested of seeing what that means. I'm assuming that it means like maybe depends on what coasters we're getting it on. Hopefully we're getting it on all coasters, but I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe it means something like we can't put the stations back to back. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe potentially we'll have to wait and see what that means. Maybe it's just something, but regardless, we're getting separate loading and unload stations. I can't be more excited for that. Adding a heat map for guest tolerance, which will show their tolerance for fear, nausea, and ride height amongst other factors. So nice. Adding scenery pieces to create custom coaster supports. Thank goodness. This is something I feel like that should have been in the game right away, especially since there's a category for it, and we already have flume supports already. So it's kind of odd that these were not in the game at the beginning, but regardless, they are adding them, so I'm happy about that. And look at this, add a selection of glass pieces of players to use in their parks. This is something that people were going on about, that there's no glass pieces in the game, but hallelujah, they are listening, guys. They're adding some glass pieces for for players, so be happy about that. Weather, adding the ability to change weather in Sandbox. Thank goodness that they've already mentioned that before. Water visuals. Water drops will now be visible on the game camera when the camera goes into the pools, so that's a nice little touch, I guess. because I think that's what it was maybe in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I could be wrong. Anyways, miscellaneous, coaster bug fixes, correcting jittering special pieces. Oh, that's nice. I have noticed on a lot of the special pieces like drop tracks and stuff like that, that they do kind of jitter a little bit. So good to see that is going to be addressed. General stability and performance fixes, that's always good. But we're not stopping there. In addition to the above, we're also working hard to bring the following additions and enhancements to this update, and we'll update you on the progress in the coming weeks. So flumes, improvements to flume physics and behavior, more realistic guest dummy behaviors, allowing multiple guests on flumes at the same time. So there you go, guys. Improved flume physics. They are listening, and it looks like that's something that they're going to be working on. Hopefully it'll be a lot smoother too. UI enhancements, adjusted colorblind friendly heat maps, so that'll be great. Additional UI enhancements, always really nice. Controls, Steamline multi-select shift control will now toggle between options rather than needing to hold the shift key. I'm trying to figure out what that means kind of for multi-select. Shift and control will now toggle, so you can do that options rather than needing to hold. So instead of holding, you can actually just push that and it will just toggle it. So that's actually kind of nice, actually, because if you let go by accident, sometimes it's something I'll have to get used to because I'm used to holding it. But added custom rebindable controls for camera tilt and mouse controls. Oh, thank goodness. So this is something that I was wondering, like, why can't I rebind the camera tilt mouse controls, you know, because my mouse wheel button doesn't work on my mouse, so I had to change it. But I was able to change it in another program, so I ended up getting that, but that's very nice to see that. Customizable tracked and transport rides. I'm kind of wondering what that means. Does that mean we get to attach scenery to tracked rides and transport ride now? Maybe that's what that means. I hope so. If that's the case, that's a huge W, because it's kind of weird that it was allowed in coasters, but not like tracked rides and stuff, because I feel like you should be able to put it on tracked rides and such. That would make sense. I mean, the technology's there. Why not? You know, guest and staff, additional guest and staff balancing. So that's really good. Workshop, remove the download limit on PC. I didn't even know there was. I thought so. PC doesn't have a download limit, which is very good to see. Increased number of items displayed in the browser per page. Sweet. Thank you so much for the feedback and everything like that. So thank you, Frontier, for like bringing us these quality of life updates and just really addressing a lot of the stuff. The only thing I didn't see in here was the custom media files. So hopefully that's also coming. Maybe that's coming sooner potentially. Who knows? But being able to customize or do custom media files, they said they're going to be adding them in a future update. They just didn't say when. Just kind of sucks it wasn't mentioned here. Maybe those are also coming and they just didn't mention it here. But I'm very, very excited and very happy that Frontier is addressing a lot of the issues that the community has been putting out there, because a lot of these issues have been very valid and everything. And the only one of the big ones that I wish was on there was the slide bug, where guests will not go ride the slides because they think the line's too long when there's no one in line. Hopefully that gets addressed soon. They haven't addressed that bug just yet, so hopefully that is something that Frontier is also going to be looking at. I'm sure they are. Maybe that's maybe they have like a patch or something before this update that fixes a few of those things. I'm kind of thinking like surely they might have another patch update where they update a lot of bugs, like just kind of like a hot fix maybe, like they had really early on. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But I want to just say thank you, Frontier, so much. Now, there's a few other things that I would love to see. This is just my my constructive feedback on top of all this, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much, or thank you, Frontier, so much for giving us or listening to our feedback. So I'm going to give you a little extra feedback. Please bring back the changeable coaster trains, where we could change the trains on the tracks. I would love to see something like that come back from Planet Coaster 1, because it was nice to be able to put like the RMC or High Peaks Construction trains on the topper track, which is the Gravity Group inspired train, because you can't switch that. Like if I want to do a topper track RMC inspired ride, I can't do that with the RMC train. The RMC train's not an option. So hopefully they're looking at something like that. That's one of the biggest features that I wish would come back into Planet Coaster 2, because it was nice to be able to switch your trains with different types of coaster cars. Like, you know, if I wanted to put the Infinite train on a different track, like allow me to do that. For instance, like if I want to do like, you know, the multiverse track and have like different cars, different trains on that track, so I could do switch tracks with like a different thing, that'd be awesome. But also add those special pieces to more of the rides. That would be amazing. And swing launches. And just please give me a Mack Extreme Spinning Coaster, or the equivalent that is inspired by the Mack Extreme Spinning Coaster. Please give me that Big M ride. I want that Big M ride. So, but anyways, I just wanted to go over, you guys, if you guys didn't see this update yet, for Planet Coaster 2 that's coming in December. They didn't give an exact date when this update's going to be coming out, but it's a free update coming in December. Will it go next to a DLC? I'm not sure, but maybe it will, maybe it won't. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and this made my day a lot better to see that Frontier is listening to the community. Let's continue to give them our feedback so they can continue to make this the best possible game and that we have. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, and we'll be looking forward to more Planet Coaster news and gameplay. So make sure you guys have a great day and cool tomorrow, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much, and goodbye.